decide to still do a part. I completed the hunting log like I said I would. Until 20. We can't continue our stuff. So I decided to try something out and don't make story progress. We will teleport to the Hawthorne Hut. Before I do anything, I already tried if this works, so don't wonder if I don't do stuff that I would say you should do if you would do the same thing as me right now. Then because we're going to the south route. Let's see what this sounds. Why the south route? We go to the south road because we're passing through it. And one thing for the like I said, for the querns, they're up here in the area. Here in the area, there are the querns, so it would be best if we go in here from the central shroud. It would also be better if we would have gone in from the central shroud, but I wanted to go from the south shroud because here in Silent Aber is this little fortress with an etherite, and because here is an etherite, I would say go here, connect with them. I already did this. So you have a place you can travel through. The next thing is we go to the portal over here. What this would say, you go through here and go into the into this small settlement here, just to talk to the porter. Which I won't do. I will go straight down to Camp Tranquil, because there is the level 30 stuff, and you can already see I take a lot of damage here because I technically shouldn't be here. All of the enemies that are here are high leveled. Higher than I am, 23, 21, etc. And we're only 18. Which is okay, because on... I can show you that if I find the right button. Yeah. On our traits, we see here that on level 18 we have Stone Mastery, which upgrades Stone to Stone 2. This means our basic attack is now stronger. And there is a midland condo where I can go through without any problem. Yes. Yeah. And this was the reason why I completed the step and step, the hunting log off screen, that we have level 18. I thought maybe already 19, but I miscalculated. I did a big miscalculation because I thought I didn't. I just look at the level and at the end time, not on the actual time, on the full point scale, not the point scale we need for the next level. And I thought we're 1 or 2 enemies away from 18, so that the complete EXP from the other from the 6 enemies, 9 enemies, 11. 14. For the 14 enemies I needed to kill, that will be enough to get to level 19, but nope. I miscalculated, but to be honest, you already can see it here. I didn't expect to have an EXP bonus from 70%. It is unusual for me, especially on the first, because when I started I had not even a 10% bonus. The ring, when I found out about this EXP ring, it was very late. So now this here will be the critical part. We are now in a completely different area. There is no forest anymore. We're now in a rocky desert like, not really desert, but in a rocky mountain like area with also level 25 enemies. The thing is, we are already now in Tatalan, and Tatalan is the area of Uldar, and this is our next goal. We want to go to Uldar even before we should be able to go there. So a thing, usually I wanted to show how quick the EXP boost is currently, but I can't just turn off the heat of the battle, because I didn't activate it and I can't simply end it. This is a bonus from the group, which I have. I can't say do it not. It wasn't even expected that it would be on right now. That it's on right now was pure coincidence, because our group leader apparently saw that I'm online and that I'm leveling, and yeah. So it happens that I'm here now. So our next goal at first is Camp Tribone, and then Central Fanalan. Fanan. I always said Tatalan, even though I right now see that it's Fanalan. I think you pronounce it that way. I have no idea. Sometimes some words are just weird for me. Yeah, what can I say? This journey will take longer than it should be. Right now at the point of the story you shouldn't be even here, but there was no restriction to go to this area. So yes, it happens that we are here, even though we aren't supposed to be here already. They didn't think about those passings, that some of them shouldn't be passable. The thing is, I think in the time where these areas here were created, they didn't think about that people would get a reasonable enough level to go into this area and run through it. They think they thought like people, they saw, oh, this is level 30, I shouldn't be here, as not even level 20 or anything. So they just turn back and keep it away. Then there are people like me who just thought themselves, interesting, let's go another way. Let's just keep on pushing through. Is that any? We are running away from him. There are many of them. Right through the massive enemies. Run, boy, run. Run, girl, run. That what's happening right now is the thing that should happen most of the time. And to be honest, that I was able to get here was more luck than anything else. Because I already said it when we entered the swamp area that we passed through, that I don't hope that this bird attacks me. And it was lucky that he didn't attack me, because I didn't have a chance against him and he would kill me quicker than I would like to. Which should have been the case. But now we are already here in Tatterland, in Fannerland, near Uldar, where our next goal is, as stupid as it sounds. We want to go to Uldar, and Uldar is for some reason already mapped. I wasn't in Uldar yet. So it's interesting that this is already mapped. But right now, over the... Yeah, I'm currently looking how to get to lange, because for this part I want to make a world traveling as far as I can. Let's say it so, as far as I can, because I didn't connect myself to any other eater. And here we are, in Uldar. Uldar in Christmas or Sylvester, New Year's style is kinda weird. Let's attune to the ether. And I just thought that we can't go to the area where I think that we were able to go yet, because you can tell, but I can by exactly know this area, and we can't go there yet, but we will go there soon. And we have the mapping of Western Fannerland. Yay. this would be the starting area of voice. This would be the starting area if we choose any of the fighting classes except Marauder and Archer, Lancer. Archer, Lancer and Marauder wouldn't be here. They would be in Limsa or in Gridania, like we have seen before. But if we were choose a Gladiator or Dramaturg, we would have ended here. And so yeah, right now I'm on my way to this Etherite. Is Limsa completely unaffected? Apparently, is Limsa completely separated from the rest of the world, which is interesting and kinda annoying for the same time, because I had a plan that we go to Limsa as next. But if Limsa is really no good way to get to Lancia. Okay, let's use the only hint I have, or at least get the reason why I wanted to go to Fanalan. Because at Fanalan there is a certain quest here. That will grant us something good, great, awesome, fantastic, and extremely annoying if you don't have it. At least if you are like me and want to show anything. But first, Merchant and Mender. Give me an orange juice. Süßgewein. I want to speak to you. And now we can dye our clothes. Gear dyeing is not possible, so we could technically, if we would have colors, let's just put this on. We could dye this in different colors, like purple or red or stuff. but the most important thing you already saw, I have get me a dondo. Because we now unlock glamour plates. Finally, we can glam. Hooray! Yeah, this was the most reason I wanted to go here, because you can glam. And we can go to Limsanamsia. Sadly. So, but since there is no apparent way to go to Limsanamsia, because the only way would be here, and this here doesn't work. We are stranded in this area. Hooray. And because there is no connection to other areas. So yeah, the only thing we have is now to return to the walking sands. To the walking sands, yeah. No, is return to Gridania and actually start glamoring. Yay. Yay, finally something to glamour about. And I think I'll light in the beginning. But since we can't make a world tourney, I'm gonna continue the main story part after some glamoring. Yay! What? Oh, you were that stuff. This is the complete looks of it. Awesome. I only have the helmet. But still, he's an overstack character, so yeah. Soliknir is still there. So then, let's show you glamour. Oh. The glamour you can do by going to the glamour dresser over here. And you can add stuff from your inventory right to the Stufen. We don't have any clever persons anymore. No. So let's go out and buy some glamour prisms. This is now kind of, yeah. But also, while we're here, repair everything. Even though everything is only at 99 or 98%. Ah, okay, this was this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I wonder why those why the Moodle is still there, because the items you can trade for in the at the Moodle aren't available anymore. So yeah. And now we don't have any money anymore. Which isn't that great of a problem, because we have enough stuff to sell here and here. And now we have, again, some money. And yes, the world glamour stuff is expensive from in-game money. But sometimes I could do something to get instantly a lot of money if I needed to, or get item if I want to, because I have another character where I can basically just say I transferred from my one character to this one and I'm done. But I won't do this because most of you can't do this, but there are some persons, mentors, etc. that can now we can act on my blades. Like for the head with the barret, but the only thing we can wear set right now is this huge top hat that I don't really like. Now I don't want to dye it. I want to remove it. Let's start with the more Dondel, which I will apply now. But we now can also I'm gonna just complete all of the sets we have currently, so we have at least some variation. And the original Viera outfit. Save. Yeah. And something I'm curious about right now. How does this look? Awkward, okay. Yeah, and now you can see I varying the dundle without that. And you can see we have now here the glamour plates, and we can change as much as we like, but I like the dundle, so let's run around in the dundle for a while. If we want to, we could dye it if we have any dice. We have any dice, but I don't want to dye my clothes right now. So, and now after half an hour, oh boy, and I will be rendering those videos. This will be interesting. So let's go to thread level elevated, and sound will be gone for a while because I need to look something up. Sudium. Okay. And the first new characters are here. Yay! So. We're just gonna head straight down. You have the highest chance to land in Gridania, I see right now from all of the study classes. Interesting. And up there is our main story goal, Bernard. You have business with me, adventurer? Rosalind is right to be cautious, for the strange to venture so close, yet to go such great lengths to remain undetected is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on bent branch. We appreciate the help. Should the right man in here? Yes. And here, take it. You find Elga in the slabs past there at the right. And back there he is. Whee! Run, boy, run. Da, 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 da. Mind the boats, adventurer. Take it no on strangers. What is this? I should have strengthened you much in sleep. You already showed this burned Nelma. I see. Good, good. Then that's left. All that's left to inform is the staff here. Not everyone here is a woodwell, true, but even our sailor boss wouldn't hesitate to make up arms to defend those chocobos. You don't hurt those chocobos. You are quite a professional adventurer by the sounds of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have a need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day. And instead Lalafeld was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by a large winged beast. Yet other than hornets, I know no flying creatures in this region. If there's any truth of what they said, he might prove bloodmoney for the other travelers. Follow the road south and see what you can find anywhere to support his claim. And if you should find something, please kindly tell Lofrain to patrol this area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamn road. In those words. Okay. Will do, chef. And I want to have that thing. One thing I wouldn't recommend you is to look up how long some main story quests go. So from when till when does like it happens what from when that's from which level to which level or the we'll just in a case here like blah 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 like how which mission am I on and how many are left in the story till I am in the end of that and that. Because it takes some fun. Oh, I should have heard it. Sorry, I hope you can read it too. Love her, a god of swordsman wants to visit the hatch tree. I have another task for adventure. I need you to go with the head hatch at southwest of here and speak with Heather Lenny. After tending Heather, the Heather was scheduled to board a boat from the mirror planks. Well, the vessel departed time has come and gone, but there is still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the Heather becomes in her work, I am unduly concerned. Emily, however, was responsible for organizing Leonie's transport and is likely wondering if a royal passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order. Ah, down there. Run! Ich freue mich gleich auf mein Bett. Und warum rede ich jetzt Deutsch hier? Sorry. And there she is with a new spawned tree. But hey, now we can actually retry this fate. This time with more damage and more time. So we can actually manage to finish these. Nice. Most of the time this really is only pressing one button at a time. But yeah. To be honest, right now the only thing I have in mind right now is how to continue this project after a certain point. Because right now we have a lot of story, but later we will have also a lot of story, but also a lot of gaps, and we managed to finish this. Yes, what troubles you, my dear? Yes, the boat. I had quite forgot. Oh, my task with the hatch is well and finished, but the elemental is more malpresence in the of Tam Tara that Pewcroft. I must it while a while longer while I met a bit divine to the source of elemental distress. Please inform Mel that I shall be late in arriving. Oh boy. Run! Yeah, maybe controlling a character will also be a good idea. This game has an auto-running feature, so you don't have to press V all the time. If you play on PC, it's the mouse wheel. You just press the mouse wheel button and the character works on itself. That is the reason why I can move the camera like I want to and still continue my way forward till I actually press another mouse button with the left mouse. Yeah, with the left mouse button you control camera without character control. With left you with right you control the character movement, at least a little bit. You have been a message from Harold Laney, and you have presence in the decret. That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time, then. Perhaps a bell from now, too? Better make a treat just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. I take the money, thank you. And we achieved level 19, hooray! Amela, a local mirror playing squishes uses salvage cargo from a wreckage on the road. And then finally a new bowl. Might you assist me with another matter, my lady? A wagon that departed from Quentin was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend his territory. And by through Nephisia's grace, the driver escaped without serious injuries, but the wagon cargo was not so fortunate. With not willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can assume the goods remained stored across the ground where the incident occurred. I simply following the road to the south and should become across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can and deliver it to Kida at the bench. Matters if you would be so kind. Let's do this, and after that I go to bed again. But this sounds interesting. Okay, let's do some work, then go to bed. Then let's do some work, then go to bed. And there is a lumber toad. A lumber toad with a sticky tongue. That gets a lot of damage now. And you already can feel it. The power level of our power level has risen to an amount where that shouldn't be that high here, because I'm about 5 levels, yes, more or less 5 levels over the level that I should be here. Mostly because of this all of the CXP boost, which is kind of funny, to be honest. But that is the reason why I focus on main story quest now and the next part, to not strive further away from the stuff. This is the shipment I was waiting from Commander. I heard the wagon ran awful to some great monster just up the path from the mirror blanks, but I see you managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. I seem I can't through bells these days without hearing some new tale of horrors and the decryptor bandits cutthroats sprawling the woods hereabouts. Makes you wonder if Michoke was a safe night at night. It does. If we're ever in the need of adventurous skills, I hope you'll be around to lend a hand. Yes, and I would like to have a better gear. Thank you very much. And the person over here has the next main side quest. Nukulot. No, okay, please God, no. Leia, Zach. Ariane, you must help me. I stepped out of the cells for a moment, and when I turned, it was gone. What was gone? An egg. Sorry? You should both will, like, you should check as well later. Yeah, you don't understand, the egg is available. I must find it. And not a shield. There is an option for a shield. If you need one. You will help me? Want you already? Oh, thank you, thank you. Someone must have made it off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scurry and Sable once more just to be sure. While I do so, I would be very careful if you ask the others to notice anything unusual. Then here we come. Let's search for eggs. Have you seen the chocobo egg? See any actors? Yeah, mostly less. A man was running towards the time tower Deepcroft. You say an egg was stuck? Then I said it was your culprit. But would anyone pinch a chocobo egg? Without a proper learning, it's damn near impossible to get one to hatch. Mother Nature has its possibilities. A chocobo was gone missing? Well, let me think. Not to mention the chocobos were making quite a racket earlier, so much. In fact, I ran over to check on them, almost flooding a passage pedal in my haste. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary though. I could have started better. Oh, he was a listen follow, didn't recognize his face. It seemed awfully twitchy. Oh god, so easy. Oh, what else didn't I cross him? Have you seen any odd characters about? Aside from you mean? Not that I recall. I did someone calming the birds, but only from a distance. I assume that was Luke Lord. If I said he was away from the table at the time, then was it with the chocobos? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. The chocobos eggs are gone. The one egg is gone. The chocobo egg is gone. What? No. Cutscene. Okay, mistake then. The egg was indeed stolen. And for what you told me, it was no simple robbery. The culprit would take only Leia's egg and disregard all the rest tell me here. While dealing with someone who was well served in chocobo breeding, I'm sorry to say the individual question is like a citizen of my native fish guard. Leia is of the bloodline of Orenos, one of the greatest birds ever graced the Ishkut stable. Many by man in my homeland would give his right arm to person of Leia's eggs. God, so good was seeing this. I was given chase at once. Hold your chocobos, little quad. If this egg chief is from Ishkut, it's like, why did he run go with the Templar Dave companions? He got me a mental map outside down. That's the opposite direction. Well, yes, but he may seek to lay a false trail, or why so? The wire is not important. Leia's egg is all this matter. Avenger, I beg you. Hunter, scroll down, take back what he stole. Well, at least you aren't playing or chasing after yourself whenever he's from. We may work wonders with our birds earlier, but an act of jarring do ain't exactly our field. If you mind, we'll leave at that end of things to you. No problemo. With luck, you may catch a chief on the road to the town tower, Deepcroft. But to be careful, we cannot be certain if he was working alone in this. I'm gonna be in a hurry. But I don't think we will do this today anymore. Even though we still have 10 minutes, I will run down there and then let's see how far we can. Yeah, it's definitely time to go to bed. Let's just ignore the dynamite. And back over there we can see, is this an NPC? Or is this it's a player, okay. This looks like an NPC. But there is Cupulo Cupo. Command spell for player's legacy. Proceed. Oh boy. I've got to at last use spiteful limb. Now hand over the egg. You can't have it, Kupo. This set belongs to Lukeward. Who in Hedron's bloody furry are you? Oh, those subs adventure carried themselves an adventure, did they? Yet another complication. This fast is going too long. Kill the Moogle and the Pharaoh's hireling and bring me that damned egg. Are you sure about that? The good thing is, they didn't turn our level below 18. That means we have the better stone and she's tougher than she looks. We have the better stone and does make more damage. Nice. You winning, Cooper? You feel this one, you obscured cur. Look up! He's something like so nice, Cooper. He's dead. Thank you, Cooper. What's the Cooper? How did I come to be out here? Oh well, the egg here is sleigh lost. There's a special chocobo in case you didn't know. Anyway, I was having a nap in the stables when that nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal the Cooper. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could and made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Brent Murder myself, but might be Saber you did it. I'm sure Lookwood will be very happy to see you, Cooper. And let's head back. Look, Willard, I have your egg. Do you have the egg? Is it safe? Here's your egg. Now let's make some bacon and fry this thing. Yes, it has the right color, the right weight. It's most definitely Leia's egg. I don't know how to thank you. Make me some bacon with egg. Let me about a bit there, Aurelia. It is good to see you and the egg back safe and sound. Actually, there was a Cooper that helped us. So I was getting my assumption that Ishgard went worth. Albert one who did not infect. Well, I could hardly have appreciated the invitation of a Moogle. Bugger me. Couldn't it be the same one, could it? Might you have encountered an unlikely self before, Kita? Aye, it could be. One of them saved my hide back when a calamity struck. It was part of the woods when I was in the part of the woods, what we now call the standing crosses that day. Seems like the wall-bleeding force was the place, and I couldn't see an arm in front of me. From all this work, well, I ain't given up hope I had. Then all of a sudden a Moogle appears out of nowhere and tucks me in a smalling sleeve and leads me straight to a bit of the wood where the fire hadn't taken hold. And now I don't know why the business is named Moogle's Gift Mounts. Seems like at least the least I can do. I'd be dead if it went for the lucky little bugger. Incredible. It may be that Moogle was stood virtual over us ever since that day. Ha, we better get back to work then. I wouldn't want to let it go, our guardian echoed on, wouldn't we? Alright, you have my thanks. Oh, and I believe Lucas wants to give you a little something for your troubles. What do you want to give me? Their sex is irreplaceable. I cannot well express how to deafen my credit. And yet, I'm finding I'm still troubled. With this world regrettable episode unfolded, I but understood a slight greatly concerned me. What concerns you? It appears the need of assistance. To the next from my kindness earlier, I hate to be imposing again, but I have to need your assistance for another matter. Of one of grave import, I fear. Of late, I have noticed that exotic will have been appearing over the trust with increasing regularity. The frequency, however, does not bother me near as much as where they chose to fly. The patch of sky directly above the guardian tree. The tree is a sacred site, or so it was given to believe when I first came to Britannia. And thus I naturally assumed the elements would not suffer the extra to profane it. Yet the birdmen have to coming and going as they please, with nary signs of protest from the guardians of the 12-foot, and which way led me thinking ever since appearance of much talking suspicious individual, many and most strange things had been occurring in the forest. Could it be that he did something to the elementals? In case it proved thus useful, I have committed the details of my sightings to the parchment, and will also deliver the document to Madame Mune. Please make all eyes. I have a feeling that something terror is about to happen. Okay, and with these words, I will end today's part, and we will see us in the next part. Till then, have a wonderful day, night, evening. I go to bed now. Good night.